There we go. Took me a minute. What's up, Pumptown? Nobody yet. There we go. It's not Dom. What's up, buddy? Hey, little man. Right on. People's cool. I got audio. What's up? What's up? Sounds good. Check 1, 2. Nice. So, what do we got going on here? Well, the gun to my head obviously didn't work out. But at the very beginning of the session, I was mentioning how we were likely going to come back up to the indigo because of the new day opening gap to the upside. Now, the stipulation for that was if we SR flipped the midway point, then I'd be aiming for sell side liquidity. But if you remember, first thing I said was I would like to see this candle here expand up and treat it like this one did, where we open here, trade up to the midway point, and then start slamming down. Same thing, we open, trade down to some degree, a little deep, and then start expanding up. So that was my stipulation. I know. You said up and you said down, buddy. Yeah, that's non-farm. Okay, it's just a guess. I had no skin in the game. I don't care if I'm wrong. I just wanted to study and see everything work out the way it's supposed to. So, taking a look at the higher time frame PD arrays, you can see how price likes to travel within them. Therefore, when we drop into our smaller time frames, we're looking for something. We've got an idea of where the market wants to go. It's already showing us a willingness to not want to get back down below consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. Right? London opens. This was Asia last night. London opens here, trades down a bit, takes that pool of liquidity. There's your Judas. Bounces off. Consequent encroachment. Back up. Just a little polite sweep and buy side here. Comes back down. And look at where we bounced off of. Consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. Sees immaculate sensitivity. Matilda or bullish order block. 2 opportunities to get in that puppy, and she ripped for targets. Beautiful day, beautiful trade, beautiful profile. Very cool. And if you're sitting there going, oh, I could have taken that, I should have taken that, I could have made so much money, it's not important that you're making money right now. What's important is that you're able to understand where price is likely to draw to next. Once you understand bias based on higher time frame PD arrays, then you are hunting your model. What do you see out of this run that was obvious to you? This order block might not have been obvious to you. The breaker might not have been obvious to you. Now, subsequently, they were both the same this time, but it might not have been obvious to you. So what was obvious? If there wasn't anything obvious, then you just really had no trade. But you can see how the 15-minute was to the point, jumping into the 5-minute time frame, looking for order flow, as we do, right? Matilda, here, breaker, here, breakaway gap, here, measuring gap, here. And down close candle, supporting new price. SR flipped the balanced range that we were after yesterday, here. So this fair value gap here, Anson, they got one single clean pass back through it. That's balanced. Typically, we don't see a lot of hanging around here. So that was our SR flip. The way retail teaches you that SR flip should work. It works very good here, especially if you're blending time. And there's your order flow to the upside. Now you can see how this expansion here was like the 15-minute, very dynamic and to the point. So we go to the 1-minute time frame. When it's moving a lot, we got to lower the time frames. So just like we had our little unicorn here, order block here, OTE right here, optimal trade entry, comes up, SR flips our box here, unicorn, fair value gap in an order block, proper order block, and rips it right to buy side, down close candles, supporting down close candles all the way until targets were met. Ain't that great? Ain't it beaut? And whatever happens after, who cares? Targets acquired, that's it. You shut her down for the day if you were in or practicing. And I mean, that's pretty much the session for today, other than a little bit of a lecture. So if you don't want to hear me jawboning for the next little bit, you're free to leave now. So this week was my take a week off. I did trade Wednesday. It was obvious. I made about $4,000 on a Wednesday. One trade, very obvious, to the point, no stress. Shedding some light on not really shedding light, but really driving it home that we don't need to trade every day to make good money. We don't. Absolutely not. When you're in break mode and you see something obvious and you permit yourself you're one and done, well then, be one and done. Right? Stick to it. Be true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Have self-control. It's very tough to muster. It's very tough. You have to live through it in order to be practicing it. Otherwise, you're just continuing the practice of kamikaze or tilt or just clicking the button for no reason. None of your mentors want that for you. Okay? I know it's great to show you how to get into trades and that, but really the theme of the week in which I, presented to you guys and displayed was way less trades. This week drove it all home for me. There's absolutely no stress. There's no frustration. There's no, am I going to make it? I know my model is going to provide me the comfort that I need in my life. Whether I hit it or not, I didn't hit this one, but I definitely watched it. Anson knows that I was calling out this 15-minute Tilly long before this candle even closed. And we watched it together and studied it together. So, self-control. I don't have to trade when I don't want to. And when I want to, I will. So that being said, last year when I was taking a break, when I'd have my little moments, I would take a solid week. Fit knows this. Jesse knows this. Lots of my students who were with me know this. They've seen my accounts not do anything. And if you were here with me, about this time last year, you would have seen that I was taking breaks. So the breaks really help, especially if you're in a state of despair. Yeah, breaks really do a good job for you. It just helps you solidify all the things that you've been learning, and you just kind of, you have this conversation with yourself, especially if you're journaling. Oh my goodness, you guys that are journaling, you're light years beyond people who are not journaling, okay? In and outside of this group. You do that, you have this conversation with yourself, and it's just like when you get two scientists together, right? You start bouncing ideas, you're measuring things, you're, coming up with some sort of solution together, and then all of a sudden that never could have happened without that back and forth. So that back and forth you're having with yourself is your journal. You are that person. You are that kid that you want to go back and tell yourself stuff to. That's what a journal does. You always hear that saying, oh, I wish I could go back and tell myself all these things that I know now. You are that. That is you. You have to live through it. Time exists at once. It starts and ends in the same place. You're already free. You're already rich. You're already disciplined. You're already a profitable trader. Now, how does that work? You're like, Master Fren, because time exists at once. There's no middle. It's beginning and end. The sun and the clock totally fools our brains into thinking that everything's out of our reach because of time. That's not even true. When you were born, you were already a Jedi. You just had to grow into it. When you started trading, you were already a millionaire. You just have to see it through and not give up. You're already free. Jesus already gave you that ticket. As soon as you were born, and all you got to do is cash it in. That's it. So you just stick around, you figure out, okay, I'm an impulsive gambling addict and I need to curb this. Now, you don't need, Narcotics Anonymous for this. You just need a good licking, a good leather belt across the butt cheeks. I know, it's not what you want to hear, but that's the same thing my mentor told me. You don't need a dad. You need someone to kick your ass. And at that moment, my life changed. That's right. Michael Huddleston said that to me. And at that moment, my life changed. I started to muster up self-control. I started to master discipline. You guys watch me do it with Bitcoin, with NASDAQ. Moves that are beautiful. Now, if it wasn't non-farm payroll and I wasn't expecting a prickish kind of a dip here, maybe I would have taken it, maybe not, but still self-control, watching the move play on without you. I love the way ICT says it. Over time, you're going to see setups form one after another. Just like you see buses. But you're only going to hop on one bus. You're not going to ride every single bus. So you're very selective. You're very content. Not just with the day, but with the week. I made about $4,000 on that trade. So my quota on that Wednesday, my quota for November is already met. I don't have to trade all month. I don't have to. That's the beauty about it. But you guys are so gung-ho on being in a trade every single day. Every time there's something moving, you got to get in it. And that's why you are falling back. You feel like you're never getting anywhere. Stop trading so much. It will do you so good. You hear everybody push your edge, push your edge, push your edge. To what extent are you going to dull your sword? Is it a double-edged sword? You're likely going to break it. And for many of you, you're already experiencing that. You have it in your head that you need to make money right now while you're learning the markets. Who told you that? It wasn't me. It wasn't Sam. Was it that YouTube guru that you just fell in love with for absolutely no reason? Because he got nice blonde-dyed hair or something? Who told you you had to be making money right now? It was just you. You told you that. But it's not important that you make money right now. What's important is that you thicken this skill set right here. This one right here. When this profile shows up, this is the cat's ass of making money here. It doesn't get any better than this. It does not get any better than this profile here. There's nothing like it. That's not a bull flag. That's not a head and shoulders. That's not a crab pattern. That's nothing. Retail. This is algorithmic, repeats all the time. And it's our job to determine when they're going to show up. So the first clue is, did London do anything? No, London did nothing. Just like I mentioned last night, Asia will do nothing, London will do nothing, and I might engage with a trade. I didn't. But it was perfect. Flawless and perfect. New day opening gap, consequent encroachment to new week opening gap, consequent encroachment. Indigo. Sorry, that was a new day opening gap. Same thing. One gap to another. To the point. No drawdown. Relatively none. Depending on if you turtle souped. Grab that. There was a little bit, right? That one there, relatively nothing. Balanced range. Wham. Look at how it left that bait right here. You see that? Consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. Bearish engulfing candle. Wham! How do you know when order blocks are going to fail? When it's got a target in mind. How do you know it's going there? Because it's consequent encroachment. It's programmed to do that. That's what you guys are missing. It's programmed to do this. If it's going to do it, it's going to do it. And this is where the frustration sets in. Even for myself, I'm not void of any of this. Okay, this happened to me last Friday and the Friday before that. It just was being ruthless. Okay, I am not void of this. However, by 10:15, if that candlestick if it hasn't taken off by 10:15 a.m., it's not gonna. It's just not gonna. And if it does, here, let me go back to this Friday here. It's just not gonna. That's Sunday. Where's that Friday here? No, that was the one before that. That bugger right there. That one. Piss me off. That one. If it's not going to run, it's just not gonna. And this is where, even for myself, if I'm convicted that it's coming down here, which it totally did, I have a hard time letting it go. That's my kryptonite right now. That's my weakness. And when it has nothing to provide you that day, this is where you can expel a little bit too much mental capital than you had originally anticipated. But that's it right there. It's just not ready to run, okay? 10:15 a.m. Look, it ain't done nothing. Opening bell, trashing everybody, London doing stuff. 10:15 here. Did price run? No. Did it run the rest of the day? No. If you don't find your model by 11 a.m., 12 at the latest, you're not trading. You're watching your mentor get his face kicked in the PM sessions with you guys because I'm teaching you how to lose properly. You guys already know how to get into a trade. That's the easy stuff. The hard part is contentment and patience for the model. That's the hard part you have to do in trading. You already know what you're doing. Fit, you already know what you're doing. Jake, you already know what you're doing. J-Soul, Mr. Woof. Who else can I pick on today? That's about it. You guys already know what you're doing. But now you have to just muster up the self-control and the discipline and, get some windshield wipers for your Scrooge McDuck eyeballs. Because once you get to a certain degree and you start seeing money, you just need more. Bloodlust sets in, and you just want to go and take everyone's heads off in the market. You want to go in here, bop something on its head, take it back to your cave, and get the wife to cook it. It's not going to happen every day. When you make a big fat pile of money one day, you have to chill out and be content with that. You can't continue. Chill out for the weekend. Chill out for the week. Chill out for the month. Study for the whole month. If you made a quota in a trade or a week, study for the month. Your main job here is to study this so that you can do this for yourself. You don't need a signals guy. You don't need to be messaging me in the morning and asking me if that's the thing. You'll know because you're studying. You got a year with me. If you want to continue on, I expect you to be set up in a year. But you got a year with me. So a whole year of just studying, no trading, or 6 months. I can't tell you. I'd rather you all not trade the entire year, but I know you all just want to trade. So I'll hook you up with a model to hunt, a couple, and and I get bombarded with people frustrated and upset. That's normal. It's going to feel like that at first. You're going to be upset, especially if your main goal right now is to make money. You are going to be upset. This stuff repeats. What more do you want as a trader than something that repeats every single day at the same time? And of course, our model gets walked on. Sometimes it'll, like, what was that the other day there when we were live on YouTube? Was this guy here? All right. We were expecting that bullish order block to get walked on. But where did price go right after I shut the live down? Right to my targets. And then it was really ruthless right after that. Talk about being content, huh? This is why you guys come hang out with me. This is why you guys signed up with me. And so that you can take control of yourselves. That was the main goal for the lot of you. You already knew what you were doing. You had a little system. You had a cup and handle. You had divergences. You had bull flags. But you were just pissed off because you didn't know what you were doing with it. You had all this information and you didn't know what you were doing. Well, you were missing risk management, first of all. Second, the discipline to just actually stick with your model. I fell victim to this when I started trading live. I had a model, but I didn't stick with it. I wanted to, because I could see all the patterns, I felt like I needed to play them all. Holy moly, was that backwards. Wow, was that backwards. Then I had a couple of lifers tell me, you just need to stick with one thing. You're all over the map, dude. You're playing Elliott Wave. You're playing Animal Crackers. You're playing Lifer Vision. They're like, yo, just chill out. And so I did. And I just made the cup and handle my everything until I got into this wicked sorcery. Eventually, you're going to submit. J-Soul knows. He's submitted. He knows not to force it no more. He knows that it's a bad idea. And you don't have to go through the hard way. Hello, Ed. You don't have to go through the hard way. You really don't. Your brain, because you have to fall off your bike to learn how to balance. You have to shoot yourself with an air nailer to, learn how to frame a house. There's all these painful setbacks in real life. You don't need those here. You can just literally follow the rules, take our word for it, and not continue this destructive path that you're on. Because you're actually doing more harm to yourself long term than you even realize. That's the problem. So if you think you need live funds, you need the real experience, blah, 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 you know what? No, you don't. You need to get your butt in here, study, roll your sleeves up, and start hunting these things at the time that your mentor tells you they're going to materialize. And if it doesn't materialize or you don't see it, then you don't trade. It's very simple. I get it. It's not as easy as it sounds, okay? But eventually, you're going to have to buckle up. Pull your socks up. Button that shirt up. Make sure that your buttons align with your belt. Very important. Or you're never going to hire you to manage money. Just before I had my little accident last year, and I was very upset with myself. I don't know how this came to be, and I didn't get this from anybody, but I literally just came to me, and I'm like, would you hire you to manage the money that you are desiring to manage here? And I was like, I wouldn't hire me. if I walked into a firm looking like I do now, smelly, not shaved, no. They would laugh at me. I would laugh at me. And probably get Mr. Burns to sick the dogs. So I started to take it really serious. Very serious. The moment that you do this, everything changes. Now, here's the issue. Here's the real problem. Here's where you're really stuck. You already know what you're doing, but now you have to figure yourself out as a trader. You're not going to do that in a demo. This is where demo disease sets in. Yes, there is such a thing. So you're stuck in between I kind of know what I'm doing. I understand what I'm looking for. I get that time moves price. And then you're stuck on the other side of that is where you're in between is I need to figure out my self-control and my discipline. So eventually you're going to have to push yourself into a situation where you are either going for funding or you're funded. But again, and this is in concert with yesterday's lecture, you're going to have to dial that experience. You're going to have to dial it back to match your experience level. Right? So you go for your paper trading and you're just going to practice an eval twice. But you're not going to go for the eval. You're going to dial it back. And instead of going for that eval, you're going to go back into your demo and you're going to go, okay, was that with a 40, 60, 80 tick win? Okay, great. You spent some time being disciplined and you passed a couple accounts. Now you're going to go for 120 tick or 150 or 160. Whatever that 3-to-1 R multiple is in relationship to your stop loss. So in other words, if your stop loss is 40 ticks, you're targeting 120 in your demo. Then you're going to pass another evaluation in a practice setting, not an actual evaluation. You are practicing for the eval. You cannot lose $4,500 before you make $9,000. So first you did it with like a 40, 60, 80 tick take profit, and then you do nothing. You don't continue to trade. You don't hit another order block. You wait until the following day opportunity. And then when you're stepping it up a bit, you're going, okay, I'm going to target 3-to-1. Pass an eval. Don't go get an eval. Go back. Go back. Press reset. And now you do a 3-to-1 R with a runner. And you get used to holding those trades for longer periods of time. You target your 40, 50, 60 ticks. Bam. Take a piece off. Pay yourself. Job well done. There's your cookie. Okay. 120, 150, 160 ticks, whatever that 3-to-1 is. Collapse the majority of the trade. Leave a little piece on there. Leave some skin in the game. Just in case. So for example, if you were to enter here, where's 40 ticks? There's 40 ticks. Now what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. That is to the point. You are paid immediately. You're paid before you even blink. You take a piece off at your 120 ticks. Can you frame 120 ticks from the order block to the balance range? Yes. Bam. Majority of the trade's gone. Now you got a little piece left in the trade for consequent encroachment of the new day opening gap. 596 ticks. So $3,000. $3,000 with one contract, and that's not including what you already banked. How are you going to do that unless you practice? You think you're just going to practice this in an eval and then practice this in a funded setting and get paid out? Come on. Come on. Let's be real here. This is the stuff that you need to build in your trading career. You need to thicken this experience. Some of you can't even hold for more than 100 ticks. You're like, I need to close now. I'm good with that. I don't care how much it runs. You tell yourself that, but this may or may not fit you personally. I'm not picking on anybody, but once you collapse that trade because you're good with 100 ticks and you're seeing that it's going to rip some more, and then you go, oh, okay, yeah, that target Master Fren had. Then you enter, let's say here, you're just chasing now. Bam, wrecked. You forgot what you were doing. So you took your 100 ticks, you collapsed the trade, didn't leave a runner. Now you're worried about getting back in and you're losing your money. That sucks. So this is the stuff that you're here to practice. This is the stuff that you're here to get accustomed to. And this is going back to what I was saying earlier about all this damage you're doing, because once you finally get it, once you finally understand that the lower time frames comply with the higher time frame PD arrays, you don't want that scar tissue on your spirit. You don't want all that horse manure in your trading career. And unfortunately, it's just stuff that you can't wash off. It's like a scar tissue. It's there for life. It subsides and it's not a big gash, but it's a definite tissue. Every time you look at your hand, you're going to remember that dog biting you. Every time you see a Paris Hilton purse dog, you're going to quiver a little bit. Well, that dog looks like he's out of control. So non-farm week, I hope you all did very well. In Jesus' name, I pray that all of you find self-control and the contentment and profitability. Amen. And don't give up. There is no, I have so many students that are not with me anymore, and it's actually quite sad. It's quite sad that I'm sitting here with the knowledge that I have, and I could definitely put myself in ICT shoes here. Sitting here with all this knowledge and confidence in the markets that they're just going to repeat and never stop. Well, you guys are still, some of you are still in buying and selling pressure mode. That's going to be some indoctrination that is going to be tough to recondition from you. Hey man, you might think it's thanks to me. You know, it's thanks to Michael, thanks to Sam, me. It's not just me, bro. It's mostly you. It's like 90% you. But yeah, word up. No, I appreciate it and I thank you. I can't take, if I was to take credit for any of your guys' success, then I would have to take credit for your losses, and I ain't doing it. Okay, I don't tell you when to click the button. So that's all you. You know, we just kind of drove together, you know what I mean? We hung out for a bit and then you learned something, you know, and it's reciprocal. I'm learning from you guys. Absolutely. I'm learning a lot from you guys. And I'm not saying that like indignantly at all. I mean that. You guys all helped me, you know, learn a lot of things that I was even doing. Yeah, exactly. So, and how to teach you guys as well. You're right. You know, the cheat codes. We've got the cheat codes. What more did you want as a trader? Did something that just repeats all the time. Like we're not supposed to know this stuff. And for all the naysayers who say whatever they want about what we're doing here, because this is a public live, just stay broke. We don't care. We don't care what you say. We don't care about your negative talking points. We really don't care, okay? This stuff repeats. We trade it all the time. And if you don't want to learn, just go back to your BitBoy stuff, okay? So today was rather magical. It's just, I can't stop staring at this. How many times have we seen this beautiful AMD profile materialize? Just absolute greatness. We've had very few of these for the last few months, okay? It's been a really, really rough couple of months. If you're feeling that, I don't want you to get discouraged. I want you to learn from this. The reason why is because you want to be a professional day trader. How are you going to be a professional day trader if you're not going to be able to withstand the storm? You need to make sure that your ship has a lot of hulls so you don't sink. Okay, yesterday was stupid looking, but this right here, wham! There she is, the cat's ass. That's Canadian for awesome. Look at that beauty. Dip, sell side, order block, a little bit of a deeper dig than we would like to see, but your stop loss should be there. Why? Because if that rejection block gets touched, the buy program is over, or at least stalled out for a bit. Never got touched. Bang. Isn't it beauty? Typically we're going to see 2 of these a week. Okay, now some of them happen in London, unfortunately. Some are very nice in New York. It's just the way it is. So, yeah, the cat's booty is crazy work. Yeah, you must be from like Ohio or something. I'm just kidding. So, in conclusion, you're all the shiz. You're all very special individuals. You all have what it takes to make it. Every single one of you, J-Soul, you included. Okay, you've got what it takes. All you got to do is just relax. Don't force it. You know, one of my students, and I don't know if I should shout him out. I mean, if he wants me to, I will. But he made a contract that he signs with himself every single day that he's going to trade. He signs a contract. He has a little, paper. It says, a box for what model am I going to play? And then he writes down the model. What time am I going to trade? When am I going to stop trading? How many trades am I going to take? What's my max loss? He fills in all these blanks. He signs the contract with himself, and then he goes to town. I'm like, wow. He has seen an immaculate difference. And he shows me screenshots. Like, he sends me stuff every single day. Never misses, okay? I'm gonna try that. I am going to literally try that. I love that idea. It's absolutely phenomenal. I went from $50 to $211 using your patient method. I'm coming back, baby. D-shuffle. Amen, brother. Word up. For the lot of you, I've spent personal time with you guys, and I can always put myself in your shoes. I've been through it. So all I can say is just don't give up. Don't give up. Stop trying so hard. Don't be a try-hard. Be a try less. And just sit here and study. I got this one student who knows. He's been with me for almost 6 months. He hasn't taken one demo trade. He hasn't taken one eval trade. He's just been studying. This guy knows where price is going. He knows where it's going. He can send me a screenshot in the morning. Tell me this is what I'm looking for. And not trade it. This kid is going to be an animal. An absolute monster. And he's working a job. He's got no desire. Love you too, bro. He's got no desire. No desperation. He's got a job. Doesn't live at home. He's doing it. See, the problem with putting it back, dialing it back for yourself is the ego. You're like, I've already been a trader, I've already been doing this, blah, 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 right? And you trick yourself instead of submitting. I just really low-key Singularity Master Friend Sammy talks highly of you. I watch life every day. So glad I found your channel. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, him and I are like, we're pretty much best friends. Like, we hang out all the time. Like, we're super tight. You know, it's so cool. It's so cool how he's been so cool about allowing another style of trader teaching his group. And I'm not putting order blocks and stuff all over the 99. It's just strictly fibs, just out of respect. And he loves that. He loves that. He loves that I, not trying to out trade him or one up him or anything. Him and I are just tight, So that's awesome. Thanks for letting me know. I mean, I know, but, thank you. And he's a great guy. I had at first, of course, we all do. I didn't know the guy, right? So I spent time studying before I joined the 99. And we found something great. We did. If you're not in the Discord, I feel bad for you, really. Friends until the end, correct. So basically, all expectations have been met today. I'm not expecting anything more, although it could maybe want to get all back up into here, maybe that high. I don't know. From here, I'm not interested in anything. But if I was to guess, I would say that if it was gonna get ruthless, I would say somewhere in and around up there. And maybe even the New Day opening gap up here, but there's a nice model here. I love it so much. It's just bounced off the balanced range here. An immediate balanced price range in here. Just, You've been streaming for 40 minutes and didn't invite. You're just gonna have to catch me on the flip, Sandy, man. I know you have answered this question before, but how long have you been trading and studying? I'm curious of your career timeline. Jacob, it's kind of questionable in a way because although I started in 2018, I wouldn't say I started in 2018. Do you know what I mean? Like, I got into things and it was and then 2019 is when I really kind of, okay, let's really give this a go. So 2019 and then, so 2018, and then what are we at? So 6 years, almost 7, holy shnikey. I've been saying 5 years for 2 years now. I demo traded for 3 years, almost 4. 2 years of live trading, almost 3. So yeah, that's 7. Holy shnikey. I always just keep saying, yeah, I've been 5 years, but I keep forgetting that time continues. The thing is, though, man, I was retail when I first started trading. Okay, I was into the Forex market. I was learning from this guy. It wasn't hands-on. It definitely wasn't like this, what you guys have with Sam and I. He was very honest, risk management, demo trading, not getting rich quick. Like, he was an honest trading coach. So I did that until about 2020. And then because I got into crypto first in 2018. And then I hated crypto with a passion. It just didn't move. It didn't do anything. I was like, forget you. You're boring. Just go away. So, all those wallets that I had money in, they're gone and probably worth millions now. Anyway, butthurt. So then the bull run started happening, right? And COVID happened, and then we were like investing and playing around and doing things, and then all of a sudden the bull run happened, and we were just ripping it. So I demo traded the bull run. I know it at the time. Just after that, I felt like a total loser when I said that. Yeah, you demo traded the bull run. I'm so cool. But now I'm like, holy moly, I demo traded that bull run and the bear run, stocked up in the bear run, and now we're in a bull run. And now I have all of this experience and knowledge. So now here's the thing. Okay. I really didn't find consistency and profitability until last year. That's the thing. Now, I'm talking about day trading. I'm not talking about long-term investments and stuff like that. I'm specifically talking about day trading. I did not find consistency and discipline. Now, did it take me from 2018 to last year to find consistency and discipline? I didn't give it that much of an honest go at the beginning, first of all, right? And second of all, I was retail up until 2023, the beginning of 2023, January. So until I went algorithmic trader, that's when things started to really, really hone in. Okay. Also, I didn't have a mentor quite like Michael up until ICT, and he really, really did it for me. Lectures, like I'm almost in tears right now because it's been such a journey, and it's raining outside, and I'm not working. It's freaking November and it's cold. Like, you guys, I love my life. I freaking love my life. After I'm done this live, I'm going to go hang out with my kid. I love my life. So how long have I been trading? How long did it take me to find consistency? Really, man, after I started to learn this stuff here, it only took me a couple of months to find consistency and discipline. That's it. It was just a couple of months. 6 at the most. I made enough money to buy an island, and then I lost it all. All of it. All of it. I made enough money to buy you all an island, and I lost it all. And I freaking snapped. I snapped so hard. I'm so glad there wasn't people around. And that's when everything turned. It was just before my trip of 2023. And ever since then, I've been killing it. I've had some oopsie daisies and some setbacks. Who doesn't? But overall, my life is freaking perfect. And I convinced myself that I didn't deserve any of this. I was convinced, beaten down by the world. And then ICT said, you do deserve this. This is for you. It's the same thing I teach you, because it was taught to me like this. This is what helped me. You deserve this. It doesn't matter what happened. None of that shit matters. You are your own little warrior. You're your own cheerleader. You're your own CEO. You're the FEO. You're the talesman. You're the valet. You are it, and you deserve it. So that, in a nutshell, is the journey that I've been on. Now, here's the thing. Why can't everybody find consistency and discipline with smart money concepts? Because it's all about self-control. It doesn't matter if you're playing flags, rabbit, crab, horseshoe, bat patterns, divergence. It doesn't matter. It's you. It's always been you. This just is a little better and light years beyond anything we've ever Googled. So, my journey, my experience, my mindset is not going to be where you're going to be at. But I can just do simply that. Share with you my journey, share with you my pitfalls, my downfalls, my ups, and hopefully something strikes a nerve within you guys. 99 changed my life, Chris Postal. Word up, me too, man. Between you, Sam, and the group, I'm close to quitting my day job. Many thanks. Luke John, man. Much love, brother. Oh, I just got goosebumps, man. Good for you, buddy. Wow, right to my toes. You've been streaming for 40 minutes and didn't invite. Sandy, man. One cough for bullish biddy November, two coughs for bearish November. Well, first one, then the other, buddy. You were demo when you joined. Look at what you did. Yes, best students in lifers yet. Now the professor. Thanks, bro. Yeah, you were there when I joined. We joined about the same time, too, eh? Thank you. I really appreciate your answers. You're welcome, man. Knowledge is power, man. Thank you for letting us learn from you. Incredible. You're very welcome. And again, like, I want you guys to do great. I want you guys to do greater than you want you to do greater. And that's a fact. It's because I'm sitting here and I understand the potential you guys could all reach. And I'm just like, fit, man. You could be driving that vet. You could be in that new house. You could be doing so much. I'm not trying to bust your balls, bro. I'm trying to tell you, your self-control and your discipline and waiting, like, that's what I mean, man. One trade this week, I made quota for next month. Just by sitting there, telling myself I was going to do nothing. The perfectest thing happened. I hit it. Bro, I want you to do this. Jason, Timmy, Frodo, Mazking, Anson. Oh, Anson, you're killing it, buddy. Jesse, I want you guys to do this. Patience. The football and unicorn patience is what I got to work on more. Amen, Timmy. Much love, Luke John. Yeah, congratulations, Jacob. Where's he at? Jacob's been on a discipline train as well. Welcoming my first child, a daughter, in 3 weeks. Stories like that really helped me put my own journey in perspective. Thank you, dude. Amen, Jacob. Congratulations. +1, buddy. Put some W's in the chat for our man, Jacob. Much love, Frodo. And thank you. Can't help but feeling we're all in the right place. Of course you are, man. Of course you are. FNA, man, you deserve it. Last lap. Another guy. Another little warrior here on a discipline train. Pray that's going good for you, man. Just, the stuff that I'm pointing out here, don't you just love it? Don't you love how the price action at times go from one PD array to the other? Just, beautiful, isn't it? So just a couple more weeks, or I guess, well, it's only been one. So 4 more weeks. Was it 4 or 5? Anyway, a few more weeks of studying higher time frame PD arrays. And you're going to be a savage when you return. So congratulations. Sorry, it was on low. I was replying to TPT rubbish. You're funny. It's all good, bro. Yes, discipline. J-Soul, love you, friend. Couldn't have asked for a better mentor. You have helped me change my mindset. Don't drink or smoke. Going on a few months, and your words help me. You're very welcome. Yeah, Fipsy as well. Fipsy's on a absolute monstrous streak here and doing really good. We got another Bortab Crow putting down the alcohol. I pray that is going very well for you, bro. Some other people really changing themselves inside and out because they want this so bad, and it's got to be done. Even I quit smoking weed when I first I wouldn't smoke weed till market close. From morning till market close. My mom and my wife were like, what? Yeah, I wasn't doing it. And then when I got kind of settled and cozy with what I was doing, and then now I don't mind a toke, but like it's not affecting me at all. In fact, it's helping me stay calm and cool and collected. But yeah, absolutely. If you can clearly see and be honest with yourself that outside influences are what's causing your lack of self-control or anything like that, yeah, absolutely get rid of it. I smoke bud every day for the last 20 years, never missed a day. Also, biggest part I found, God again, because of you. Hey, man, you're welcome. I'll take that. It's weird when you see somebody who you wouldn't think is a Jesus or God-fearing Jesus lover, and they start preaching, and you're like, man, you just don't look like you live on that side of the fence. It's weird because when you see the influence and you see the impact that it has on people's lives, you just go, okay, maybe there's something to this. And you're welcome, bro. You're very welcome. I had a beer last night looking at the charts and kept hearing Master Fren saying, don't you dare trade. Don't mind a toke, love it, man. Yeah, word up. Like, who doesn't mind a midnight toke? Come on. So we've got our November trading plan coming back for November 8th. I hope you guys didn't lose sight of that. I will still be waiting till after election results to be looking to put up some risk. Just keep studying, guys. Don't give up. You guys are very, very special. You're in the right place. Patience is getting to me lately, that's for sure. Bro, especially the way crypto's rocking right now, it's been annoying. It's been annoying, and this is what it does. It annoys people to death until it starts ripping. And hopefully you didn't lose a lot of money and you're not mentally bankrupt by the time it starts ripping so that you can get some skin in there. I use bud for work and focus more than I do for relaxation, but it works. I mean, if you're a really high-strung snapcase like me, then, weed might do you some good. But if you're already a chill individual and, he's probably just going to put you to bed. But I'm doing nothing till after the 4th. Amen, buddy. Amen. Yeah. Well, God bless you guys. Thank you for joining. We'll be back to shenanigans on Monday. If you guys are not in the Crypto Lifer Discord, I would suggest you hop in there, come hang out. The bull run's likely kicking off here in the next couple of weeks. It's, in my opinion, has woken up. Everything looks primed and ready to go. Sam is in agreement with that, so it's become even more high probability than, when our TA aligns, man, that's when shiz really pops off. So, hop in the Discord, jump in the Leverage Mastery, and, just count your blessings, be grateful, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys this afternoon, or if you're not a part of the Discord, definitely next week. God bless you guys. We'll see you soon.